is Russ. Yeah, I'm back in the car again. 8:50 a.m., 23 degrees outside. Hey, why am I going out so early today? Well, another bike is coming in today. The other bike came in. Talk about that in a moment. Yeah, another e-bike is coming in today. I have confirmation from FedEx that the bike is on the truck and out for delivery between 10:15 and 2:15 p.m. So I'm going to Costco early again just so that I can get my pizza and talk to you guys. Yeah, and get back in time just in case the bike shows up early. I don't think it will. Yesterday, the other bike showed up at about 12:20 p.m., something like that. More than likely, it'll be the same thing. It'll probably be the same driver. Now, here's my gripe, okay, on that bike. My instructions to FedEx, because you could actually leave instructions on the delivery, and it's just my general instructions to them all the time is drop the bike off, ring the doorbell. They don't ring the doorbell. Well, at least this guy didn't. He didn't ring the doorbell. So the only way I knew it was out there was because on the FedEx app, the driver has to let them know that he delivered it. And then, of course, it sends you a notification. But who knows how long that takes? That could take 5, 10, 15 minutes before you get that notification. So it could have been sitting out there and I have no clue. So that's my biggest gripe. They always ask you how the delivery driver did, but unfortunately I didn't fill that out. I think if he does it again today, I'm going to fill that out. I'm going to say, didn't follow the directions I told him. All you have to do is actually walk a couple steps and ring the doorbell. Nope. So what bikes came in? Well, I can't tell you. These are two bikes that are under embargo. And embargo basically means I can't tell you anything about the bike until they tell me it's okay to tell you. When's that going to happen? Well, it won't be this month. It'll be in March. Yeah, you know, we found that out when I did the video when we went to the bike trade show, right? Yeah, I mentioned to Daniel at Euprey, I says, March seems to be the month. He goes, yes, it is. Seems like all the new bikes come out in March. Well, it must be an industry thing. Yeah. So I can tell you the other bikes because you've already seen them. You've already seen them at the show. So obviously Euprey has the new updated City Robin. Now, the only thing I have with Euprey is that the name is always the same. So it gets confusing. Now, it came out as City Robin initially. I never got that one. It was before my time with them. I got the City Robin Plus. No, City Robin X. Yeah, there you go. That was the second version. And then I got the City Robin Plus, right? And then I've also gotten the Stellar Falcon and then the Solar Sparrow, which is the belt drive version. So here's the thing. When I was at the show, he showed me a green City Robin. And I asked one of the guys from Euprey, what are we going to call this one now? Because they're always called City Robin. He says, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess at this point, just call it City Robin 2026. I don't know if that's the official title going forward or not, but that's what I've got at this point. So I'm going to call it the City Robin 2026 until I hear further word, okay? All right. So he gave me the green one that he showed me. So obviously the biggest change on these bikes are they went from a 500 watt motor to a 750 watt, very quiet 60 dB motor. And if you watch the video and listen carefully, because I put my microphone down so you can hear it, it's quiet, man, it's quiet. That's not the case in the older Euprey bikes. Yeah, you can definitely hear the motor whine. And that's negligible at this point, all right? And so it's more powerful. It's got, I think he said 90 Newton meters of torque. And they curve the handlebars differently it brought it closer to you as well. And then the step-through version is a wider step-through, and they changed the positioning of the pedal stroke. Yeah, they moved it forward. The pedals go forward a little bit more, so it's a more comfortable feel. Hold on. Still fighting the cold, so it's the dryness in my throat that messes me up. Anyway, that's already in my house. They delivered it to me. Oh, man. Okay. And then what we ended up doing is when they delivered it to me, I gave them back my Solar Sparrow belt drive version because they're upgrading that thing as well, or changing that thing as well. So I'm going to request that they give me the chain version, and the reason is because the chain version has a derailleur on there, right? Sounds like they're going to have both versions, whether you want a belt drive or the chain version. But it's a new year, so I figured maybe I should try the chain version, let you know about that, because we've rode the belt drive version quite a bit last year. So the Stellar Falcon has also changed. Stellar Falcon will actually go to the new 750 watt 90 newton meter torque motor that's super quiet. So I was going to give them back the Stellar Falcon as well and just swap them with the new ones. And when they delivered the bike to me, they said, hang on to that bike. We want you to do a comparison of the two so people can see the differences. Okay. I says, what do you want me to do with the bike when it's done? He says, ship it back to us. Because I was just going to give it to them. I says, well, that means I have to take it apart. He goes, yep. Put it back in the box and ship it back. So they'll send a call tag out. So UPS will pick it up and then send it back to them. No, I could have kept it and sold it if I wanted to, but yeah, they've been pretty good to me. I figured, let's give it back to them. They can make a few dollars off of it themselves and sell it as a refurb or something, right? So anyways, the red bike is going away. I think I'm going to ask for the blue version of the bike for this Stellar Falcon. Not really quite sure what the chain version of the Solar Sparrow is going to be like, but I'll find out what they have for colors and make a decision. So there's also the Hemiway. Yeah, the Hemiway D5 2.0 20-inch version that you saw Ben showing me. Yep, that's coming. They confirmed that after the Chinese New Year week is finished, they should have product in the United States by that time, so then they'll make arrangements to ship out something to me at that point. So now I already have the 26-inch version, as you know, and it's in the midnight blue. I really like that color. Yeah. And so anyway, I requested that I get the same color for the 20-inch. I have the same color actually for the A7, which is the commuter style bike. I may end up with 3 same color bikes from Hemiway. But it's really sharp looking, especially in that midnight blue. So I figured, hey, let's keep it all midnight blue. And then I also requested to them, and I don't know if they will give it to me or they don't, but I says, the one we saw at the show had the child seat in the back. I says, yeah, if it's okay with you guys, I wouldn't mind having that as well to put on, just so everyone can see what it looks like again. And then I also asked them for a front basket. I says, if we're going to deck this thing out, let's really deck it out good. Now, whether they give that to me or they don't, it's up to them. But in general, Hemiway has been pretty good giving me things I've requested them to give to me. So we'll see if they do that. My contact at Hemiway also reported that Ben had taken a look at the video and he thought it was interesting to see himself on video for the show, the cab the show. So yeah, many people asked me about that that device that he used for interpreting, and others have said, well, you know, Apple has that same thing too. Yeah, they do. They've been working. I don't know if it's currently available or not. Sounds like it is. But for the AirPod, yeah. So they have software that'll allow that to do that too. Yeah, I guess, you know, if one can do it, there's no reason the others can't do it. But the AirPod, I don't know if it has a microphone or anything. I don't know how it picks up. I mean, this other device that he had didn't have a mic that sticks out or anything. It just looked like an earpiece. You know, it wraps around your ear and it sits there. People were asking me, which one did he use? Well, Ben never told me which one it was. So I just did a Google search, you know, for these interpreting earpieces. And I looked at one website that showed a variety of them, and I picked the one that looked the closest. It's a good chance it's that unit, but I can't guarantee it is, okay? Now, the one that I used with Ben was actually pretty good. I mean, I was very impressed in how good it actually did. People ask, can it do other languages? Yeah, it's all app-driven on your phone. So you connect that to your phone, and then you tell it, you know, what are the two languages that you're jumping back and forth between the two earpieces. So, yeah, I think it said something like, I don't know, over 100 something languages. I mean, I don't know how they could do that, but yeah, you know, the common ones that you would tend to think they should have, they will have. So I'll put a link in the description of the video. I am not sponsored by it. I'm not promoting it or anything. I'm just telling you, you know, for those who have asked me about it, I'll put the link there, okay? Yeah, no affiliation or anything like that. It's just something I found on the internet. That's all it is, okay? If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, I'm not to be blamed. I did not test it. I don't know if this is in fact the one that Ben used. But it looks a lot like it. So and the other ones that I saw that was on that website, they don't look like it. This one looks identical to it. So I'm guessing it's probably that. And according to many of the ads or many of the other YouTube videos that I've seen about it, many of people said that there are knockoffs of that. So you want to make sure you use the right one. So I don't know whether my link is the correct one, but if you want to check it, look at their website. Okay, you'll see the brand, and then go to YouTube and just type it in. Type in the brand name, and then watch some various videos, see what everyone else is recommending. That's all I'm going to tell you, okay? You check it out yourself, all right? Okay, so how many bikes are coming in? Let's go back to the bikes. This one is a bike video. I'll have a total of 6 bikes in the house once all of the products come in. Right now, 3 of them are already, 2 of them are already in the house. Today, the 3rd one is coming in. So we know for a fact there'll be 6 new bikes for me to review at this point. Yeah. I'm a little nervous about that because, I mean, it's 23 degrees outside. I can't see myself riding for long periods of time on these reviews. So here's what we're going to do, okay? I'm going to introduce the bikes inside the house. I mean, it doesn't matter where I do the introduction because we're just going through features, okay? We'll do that. Then I'm going to take the bikes out and do a quick ride, and I'll record that, all right? But it'll be quick. It's not going to be a long ride or anything like that. So I can't, on these reviews, I can't really tell you exactly the longer term feel of the bike until I've been on it for a while. And then as the weather gets better, we'll continue riding more on it, and then I'll report more about it at that point. I think that's the best way to keep everyone happy. Manufacturers will be happy that, you know, the video comes out during the release time period, and you guys will get a sneak peek of it, enough to wet your whistle that if you decide, hey, you know, that's enough for me, I want to place an order, great. If you're not sure, sit tight and wait till I take it out for further rides. Then we'll know for longer term how it actually performed. But I'll tell you, the things that we've seen already, all right, even just at the show, all bikes that are coming in are pretty good. And as you know, I usually kind of pick and choose which bikes I will work with, the companies at least. And then they always ask me, do you want one of these? And then I make a decision whether I want to bring it in to review or I don't. So, and I have turned down bikes from other companies that I've already worked with where they said, do you want to try this bike as well? And I just said no. Yeah, so the fact that I bring it in tells you that I thought it was interesting enough to do a review on it, right? That's usually the case of most of my reviews, because a lot of people have said, you don't really have negative reviews. No, because I've handpicked these things. I already kind of know which might be good and which might not. And if they disappoint me for whatever reason, I'll let you know that, right? But usually I'm a pretty good judge of whether a bike is going to be good or bad just from looking at it. I can kind of tell. You check the specs out, you check the thing. The only stuff that you can't really tell until you've actually tried it is things like motor noise. There's no way to know that on a piece of paper, right? But when you look at what's the components on there, what is their design philosophy behind it and things, you can kind of already tell, is this worth reviewing or not, right? And if I don't think they're good bikes, I don't review them, as you know. So, all right, that's all I got for you guys for today. Sorry for all the coughing and the drinking of the water. I'm still trying to get over this cold. I don't know how long this thing's going to last, but some of them have told me it's going to take a while. So hit the like and subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys next time.